Hello to the Alberta landlord community members. I hope everybody had a great January here, and I hope everyone is looking forward to getting back to maybe a bit more of a normal world here with restrictions and everything starting to come off. So first up, I want to talk a little bit about just a market update on the sales side here. And then I'll talk a little bit about what I think you can expect February to be like, and kind of an ongoing read on the market from my perspective, because this is going to be such a crazy year here that anybody who's got plans to make moves in real estate really just needs to be watching things super closely. So first up for Southern Alberta, which is the area that we cover here for the Alberta landlord community, let me share with you some of the statistics from the city of Calgary. So I'll just jump over here and share my screen here for a moment. So hopefully this is coming through. But this came out just about a week ago, and it's the statistics package released by the Calgary Real Estate Board. And essentially here you can see it's all green, up arrows everywhere, except for inventory, which is coming down, and months of supply. So you've heard me talk about it before, but months of supply is my favorite metric for real estate statistics, because it's an excellent indication of whether or not you are looking at a buyer's market or a seller's market. And so between 2.5 to 3 months of supply would be considered a balanced market. Anything over 3 months worth of supply would be considered a buyer's market, and anything under 2.5 months worth of supply would be considered a seller's market. Well, as you can see, we are very much in seller's market territory here. You know, this is something that we haven't seen pressure on our market to this extent since I first got into real estate, really back in 2005, 2006. If any of you guys were around during that time in Alberta's market, you'll know that it was equally as crazy. And this is the first time we've really been back to that type of market condition. But beyond that, in Calgary, the average price is still very affordable relative to other markets in Canada, which is why I do feel we are going to continue to see this. So the average price in Calgary right now is about 470 grand, and for detached properties, 550. And then still affordable in the row and semi-detached space, which I think is relevant for any landlords that might be considering adding properties to their portfolio here right now. So the market indicators are all there for a very, very busy spring market. We're still leading up to that here right now. But a couple of things to note is that we're starting to see some panic buying entering the marketplace right now. And this is relevant for us for a number of different reasons. The first one is that it's going to lead to lots more activity in the real estate space. Lots more sales are going to happen as inventory that typically wouldn't sell starts to get scooped up, because buyers are worried about missing out or worried about not being able to get into a property this year before prices just get out of reach for them. But it also may mean that any of your tenants that are on the fence, they may go and jump into this before things start to get really crazy. So if you've got higher priced rentals where your tenants are paying anywhere from $1,600 a month or more, they could afford a mortgage payment if they could get the down payment together. And because of that, I think that it's relevant for landlords to stay close to your tenants to find out, are they going to stick around or not? And if they are, great, you want to get them into a fixed term lease so that you can keep them throughout the stage and enjoy the equity gains we're all going to receive with our properties here this year. But if not, and if they're going to move out, then you know, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that, so that you don't end up with a vacancy when you don't really want to have one. What's it like out there right now? Well, it's pretty crazy. We're seeing multiple offers on properties almost on the regular. Anything in Calgary that's, you know, $600,000 or less in a clean area, in a clean property is getting multiple offers. We're seeing stories out there of prices of properties selling for, you know, $20,000 to even $100,000 over the asking price. So it's starting to get pretty crazy. and is certainly going to be an interesting thing to watch here heading into the spring. Now, I don't think it's going to be as crazy as this all year long. I think that we are in a unique place right now where the buyers are coming out in full force and are getting ahead of the game. And now there's lots of sellers that are kind of like, what the heck is going on out there? Because they're seeing all this market activity and they kind of want to wait it out to maybe get a bit better price or to see how things are settling out, which means we have less inventory coming to market. And that is going to be tempered a little bit as we head into the spring and people seek to profit take. They seek to make a move up market to get into a bigger, nicer house. We're going to see more stuff hitting the market, and that's going to lead to some trade up activity there for us to be mindful of. But for landlords out there, this is the year to dump your junk. If you've got properties that you don't really want and that are not really doing it for you from an income property perspective or a cash flow perspective, and you haven't been able to sell before, you can certainly sell them this year, and there's a lot of demand for that. So if you've got an income property, please let me know. Happy to help you get it evaluated and let you know where you're sitting with that. We've got lots of buyers from outside of Alberta that have a lot of interest in Alberta real estate, and I think you would find that the values on it are going to be a little bit higher than you would have expected them to be, and the demand will certainly be there for tenanted properties in the event that you don't want them anymore. So keep that in mind and be sure to let me know if we can help support you with that. So that's a quick market update here right now that we have for you. If you've got questions about your own market, or if you want us to set you up on a search where we can get you set up so that you will be notified for any of your properties in our market areas here in Southern Alberta, we can set you up on this. If there's listings that are coming up in your neighborhood or in your area and you want to know about it, let us know. We'd be happy to get that lined up for you. And that way you can keep in the loop as you're starting to see properties come on the market and come off the market near where all of your rental properties are. So that is our February market update here based off of January sales results. As always, thank you very much for all of your support for our business over the last year and change. Looking forward to a wild year here this year. Thank you again, and we will see you guys soon. Bye now.